Hey yo everybody, what is up? This is Kyle Manzolini. I just got back from the first sneak preview screening of Disney's Wish. That's right, I saw it early. Don't judge me. Going into the movie, I was very excited. The trailers were full of promise, and this is a very big deal for Disney. It's their 100th anniversary this year, and this is the movie they wanted to make to commemorate it. So, no pressure, right? But rest assured, I strongly feel that this is certainly, probably, absolutely their best movie this year. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. But I strongly feel that in the next few years, it's going to become a household classic because it's a classic fairy tale, like what Disney used to make. And that's what makes this movie as special as it is. Now, just to get this out of the way, I want to acknowledge that this has been such a banger year for animation, and this is right up there because the animation in this movie is just gorgeous. They did it. Disney finally experimented in-house with their animation. Like, it's mostly CG animated, but with it just oozes the feel of the classic films, and there's a nice watercolor texture, and with some essence of that pure 2D animation that just gave the movie just a beautiful look. It's a very gorgeous movie. And all the performances are great. Ariana DeBose did such a good job playing the character of Asha, and I'm a fan of Chris Pine, and he really delivered with King Magnifico. Like, the man has still got it. Like, this is definitely one of his best roles. And the other characters were pretty good too, even though they might have not have gotten as much screen time as you would have liked. But the other characters were great too. The songs in the movie are also quite good. Like, there are a few standouts, like, obviously, like, the core song, This Wish, is great, and, but that's not my favorite of the movie. My favorite songs in the movie are obviously the villain song, This Is the Thanks I Get. It's such a bop, and to have seen it played out in context with the movie just added to the enjoyment. I also really liked Knowing What I Know Now. That's also a very good song. Something different for Disney, which I appreciate. And then there's another standout song, one that I didn't hear any snippets of in advance, and let's just say that I'm glad I waited to hear that one song for itself. It's early on in the movie, but that one probably is like the biggest standout one because I didn't hear any snippet of it beforehand, and also it's just so good. Like, all the music in it is great, but This Is the Thanks I Get, Knowing What I Know Now, and the song early on in the film that I didn't hear in advance You'll know what it is when you see it. But those are my favorite songs of the movie, easily. Like the other songs are good too, like, but they're not as up to par as with the other ones. Like the other ones are like This Wish is good and the other ones are cute, but the three I mentioned earlier are the standouts. And it's also just got a really good story that really emulates the classic feel of what Disney was and still can be capable of. Like, it's something we've kind of wanted from them for a long time. Like, back to their roots, just an hour and a half classic fairy tale that we honestly don't get much of from them anymore. So it was just nice to have a solid story with that background, and I also like that it's not your typical fairy tale. There's like no true love or anything like that. It's more of a revolutionary tale, and I thought it was really well told. Now, is it a perfect movie? No, of course not. No movie is without sin. But I didn't well, like I said earlier, an issue some of you might have is that some of the characters can be underdeveloped or don't have as much screen time as you would like. Like, they're good characters, but you don't get to spend much time with them. That's kind of my only complaint. But other than that, I had a great time with Wish. And I'm glad that I got to see it early so that I can talk to you guys about it early. I definitely think it's worth seeing in theaters if you can. And and if you don't go to the theaters, don't worry. I'm sure it'll be a classic in a few years. You'll watch it eventually. But I just would strongly encourage you to see this one in theaters. It's the only good Disney movie that came out this year. Like, they put their all into this movie. Like, it's really something special. And it could really use your support. Like, if I've already convinced you to see it, great. If not, then that's fine. Like, but just see it at some point. But I really enjoyed it. I had a great time, and you will too when you get to it. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Disney's Wish. I strongly recommend you check it out. I hope you guys go see it. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.